Hey, all right. It's Friday, still morning. I got a late start, but I did my run first, do my walk and talk. So I'm reading chapter 6 of Mark. All right, so this bounces around. In the first part, Christ is talking about how you can't be a prophet in your own land. And he really couldn't perform a lot of miracles or anything around the people that already had their idea of who he was because of they knew him from the time he was a child. They knew his parents, they knew everybody, and they're like, their image of who he was in their mind couldn't be superseded by who he was claiming to be to them. Then it goes to the situation with John the Baptist and Herod, the king of the Jews that was under the control of Rome. Keep that in mind, okay? So he was a king of a captive nation. Very interesting. Okay. They had some sort of thing going on. I guess maybe the Romans had given them the protection, probably from them, right? And they had to cooperate. So as the king of the Jews, he had to get the people in line under the control of Rome. Right, so that's who this guy is, right? A king by title, but not really. Okay. Then he liked John the Baptist. He liked to listen to John the Baptist. Now, John the Baptist is in prison. John the Baptist isn't out in the wilderness preaching and baptizing people now. He's in his cell. And so I'm guessing Herod either goes down and listens to him in the cell, talks to him, which is interesting. It's like John the Baptist is teaching the king, right? That's what he's doing. If he's talking to him, he's probably teaching him, right? He's trying to give him, telling him how they're not running the temple right, probably telling him, about the proper lineage of the priesthood and the kingdom, but he's sounds like he's doing it in a way that he's not offending Herod, okay? But now Herod has hooked up with his brother's wife, and John the Baptist has been very critical of that relationship, and so she don't like John the Baptist, and so her daughter is dancing at a party, and Herod really likes her dancing, and says, "I'll give you anything you ask for." And so she asked for the head of John the Baptist. And I was like, oh man, I like this guy. So he's gonna get his friend, have his friend's head cut off for the daughter of his girlfriend. Okay, man, that guy's got a conflicted mind in life, right? But what really, where my mind went reading this was, what was John the Baptist saying that was so intriguing to Herod? All right, that's what I pulled out of that chapter this morning.